What's going on, YouTube fam, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to travel around Mexico. Now, as we all know, going to different countries, different places have different means of transportation, usually universal depending on which country you're going to. But we all know the main methods of traveling: airplane, train, boat, and automobile, okay? So those are the four methods of traveling throughout the world. Now, here in Mexico, there are some options, that's what I'm looking for. There are some options where you could travel cheaply. Now, depending on where you're going, what you want to do. And in this video, I want to break down to you, show you a little bit about how to travel around, what options you have, the best money savers, and just giving you the whole down low, okay? So, welcome back, and to everybody who's here for the first time, welcome to my channel. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so we're gonna start with flying. Now, as we all know, Mexico is a large country, so depending on where you're going in Mexico, it is definitely worth taking the plane. Now, I'm gonna show you some of the Mexican airlines and give you just like a demo and show you some of the prices, all right? And then we could talk a little bit about when this would be the best way. So, as we see here, you got Volaris, that's one of the three Mexican airlines. And then here is Aeromexico, the most known, like the national carrier. And then here we have, Viva Aerobus, okay? So these are the three main airlines in Mexico. Volaris and Viva Aerobus are the ones that are considered low cost, all right? So bare bones, kind of like Ryanair in Europe, Frontier Airlines in the United States, that kind of thing. So let's start out with Volaris, okay? And these all pretty much function the same way. If you want the English option, you can change to English, as you see here, okay? All right, and you can change the currency to different ones, as you see here. All right, so basically, these are great prices, all right? Now let's look, this is Mexico City. Let's just get a random destination. We'll do Acapulco, all right? And then we're gonna do a little demo here, sorry. So we're gonna leave, as you can see, I'm gonna get a little bit closer. On the 11th of September to the 19th, for example, right? Now, let's go ahead and search that. Now, the prices vary a little bit between the airlines, but I'm gonna show you just a little bit of what the kind of standard is. So as you see here, this is leaving Mexico City and it gets to Acapulco in about an hour. It's probably less than that, okay? And then here, 173 Mexican pesos. That's about, I wanna say that's about $9 US each way, okay? Now, mind you, this is bare bones. That means, you could bring one book bag, like one little backpack, but beyond that, you're gonna be paying for others. So put that together, a round trip ticket, it'll probably cost you like, I would say maybe like 20-something dollars after taxes. Not bad at all. Aeromexico may be a little bit more expensive, but they have a lot of international destinations. And you can even fly from here to Tokyo, from Mexico City to all over the US, South America, Europe, and Viva Aerobus is the other one that's a popular brand in Mexico. And actually, I got a trip coming up, which I'm gonna show y'all in the next, I'll say I got to come up in the next couple of days, but stay tuned for that. I got a nice little surprise coming for you all. And I'm gonna be flying on Viva Aerobus. So I'm gonna bring you all with that experience. But anyway, so that is the Mexican airline. So I would say, let's say you wanted to fly from Guadalajara to Mexico City. It's about 45 minutes. You're gonna pay prices similar to the ones we saw for Mexico City and Acapulco, okay? And they're very well priced. You get there, I mean, the most you'll fly throughout Mexico is probably like 3.5 or 4 hours. And that's like going from the extreme south to the extreme north, okay? From central cities like this, you can get to, from here to Monterrey, it's about an hour. From here to Tijuana, it's about 3 hours. From here to Merida and Yucatan is 2 hours. So there's a lot of places that it looks like a long distance on the map, but it's not that long, okay? So that is the airline, and the earlier you book it is the better price you're gonna get. But in general, it's a very good price. I'm not gonna lie to you, very good price, and they pretty much go all over Mexico, all right? So those three airlines, definitely check those out. And as I said, they have options in English as well if you're, if you just prefer that. So let's talk about bus lines, all right? So we're gonna start with ADO. ADO is a bus line that runs from the Yucatan Peninsula all the way up to Mexico City, Veracruz, and the states in between. It doesn't service the whole country, but I've been on there many times, going from Merida to Cancun and back, and then also going to, when I was in Mexico City, going to Puebla and back. So I've been on there many times, and it's a very nice bus line. They have 3 different classes. One is the standard, then they have the GL, which is like the more, I don't know, the more upscale, like a business class. Then you got the Platino, which is the upscale one for like business travelers who travel by bus. So this is this, and you can go and you can check this out, and you know, there's different things here. And then the other biggest bus company that service a lot of central Mexico is Primera Plus. Now this also, you could pay here with PayPal as well. You can even pay at OXXO, you know. And here, you could just go and choose your destination. So let me show you a little bit of what it may be. See, the first thing that comes up, let's do Guadalajara, my city that I live in. And we're gonna go to, let's see, no, not the airport. Let's do Guadalajara, Jalisco, Plaza del Sol. And we'll do it going to Mexico City. Let's just go Mexico City, okay? So we're gonna do a round trip from September 8th, coming back September 15th. We'll keep it out a week. And I'm gonna show you what that's like. All right, so now that's going to Mexico City. Now that's 986 pesos. That's about almost $50 each way. Not terrible. And if you can see here, they have the early morning ones. That's about 6 hours and 30 minutes. Personally, I'd rather just fly. Mexico City is 45 minutes by plane. But if you want that experience, you want to ride the bus, definitely this is worth it, all right? And then the next bus line is ETN, which is a little more upscale, a little more expensive than Primera Plus, but not that much. Apparently, they have really nice, and here they're advertising Puebla, Monterrey. Imagine they have, from what I understand, they have really nice buses, very comfortable, and even rows where they have single seats. I always choose the single seat because I just want to, you know, sit by myself. I know, not next to strangers. But yeah, it's the same situation. You know, your origin, you know, you just choose wherever they go, you know, to the destination. You get the price. It's going to be similar, all right? So traveling by bus in Mexico, you could do long distance travel depending on what your preference is. If you don't like airplanes and you'd rather travel by bus, or if you don't mind airplanes but you'd rather just have that experience of traveling by bus, this also works well, okay? And they're very comfortable. They have Wi-Fi, which can be dodgy at times, but it works sometimes. Bathrooms on the bus, comfortable seats, entertainment, and USB ports and ports where you could charge electronics, all right? So definitely worth it. They have a lot of destinations. Definitely check out the website. Now, after we talked about those, let's talk about driving an automobile. Now, there's a lot of rental car agents here, as you can see here. Avis, like they have all over the world. Hertz, like they have all over the world. You can even rent them through Kayak, Derby Car Rental. This is the Guadalajara area, but I'm just giving you an idea of like how many options there are to rent cars here in Mexico, okay? Alamo, Budget, all the big boys, all right? So through here, you could pretty much do, now this is good if you want to do like a little, how can I say, adventure, or even if, let's say, you come here by plane and you go to another place, but you want to rent a car to go to a specific destination, it's worth it. Now, if you want to do some Route 66 type thing that a lot of people do in the United States, then you just got to factor in, you know, price of gas, also whatever the price is per day that they charge, insurance and all that stuff. But all the big companies here to rent cars are here, and there are other local companies as well. So I would say that those are the top 3 ways of traveling around Mexico. Also, there's taking the ferry when you're in Quintana Roo. But if you want to go to Hobosh, if you want to go to Isla Mujeres or Cozumel, those are all pretty reasonable as well. So yeah, now we're going to break down a little bit more now that you know this, and let's continue. All right, so what I just showed you are the basic ways to get around Mexico, all very affordable, all very convenient. You know, really just depends on what you're doing, where you're going, but you do have options. Now, sadly, because I'm such an advocate, such an aficionado for train travel is not inter-country. Is that a word? Is not within the country. And it's understandable. It's just never developed that way. But there are regions where you could travel the train throughout. A lot of them are tourist routes, but offer beautiful scenery, like Copper Canyon in Chihuahua. Here in Jalisco, they have the tequila trains that you could take from Guadalajara out to the tequila and see the agave field. It's a whole experience. Now they are building the Mayan train, which is going to connect all of the Yucatan Peninsula, the major spots. So that's going to be like the first major, like, going through different states of Mexico train travel, okay? But hey, who knows, in the future. I mean, I love train travel. When I go around the world, I travel by trains, especially when I'm in Europe. I'm going in trains, I'm doing all that, I'm going around, I'm getting the whole experience, all right? So basically, these are the best ways to travel around Mexico, and if you live in Mexico and you have a car, then you already know you can drive around, go wherever you want if you're adventurous like that. But if you're coming here, even if you're just visiting, just know that it is very practical to get around the country. It's not very expensive. You can pretty much take a plane anywhere, even in smaller cities, buses, you name it, Mexico's got it, and you will be all right, and it won't break the bank, all right? So that's all for today with this video. I just wanted to give you those basics, show you a little bit of how you could travel around Mexico. I hope you found value out of this video. If you're a returning viewer, thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, all right? It's much appreciated, pushes the algorithm. And that's all, folks. That's all for today. Also, I got a trip coming up this weekend, and it's going to be nice. I'm going to bring you along with me and show you exactly what's going on out there. Good content coming soon. So I'm happy to bring something new to you all, as in a place that I'm going to. So stay tuned. Those videos are coming very, very soon. All right. With that being said, I want to say thank you all for watching once again, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and I'll catch you on the next video. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.